What is going on, guys? It's the Opinionator here. And, I just came up with a topic that I wanted to talk about right away, and it was gun control because of the two shootings that happened this weekend and everything else. Rest in peace to those people that died, and I hope that the people that got injured are getting well and everything else. But what I basically want to talk about is that mm, guns are. Let's just talk about gun control. So, when you go to buy a gun, they make you do a background check. They make you do like all kinds of shit. Um, at a gun show, I'm not sure if it's the same, but they might do a background check, or sometimes they'll make you go to a gun store and they'll do it there before you actually get the gun, like in a gun giveaway and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so everyone, not everyone, but most people. I was in class today in government, and people were talking about how we need to fucking add more control to to guns and like gun buying, but we really don't. I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. The whole background check is probably good enough, but people want to restrict guns, and that's just taking away a lot of jobs and sports. Because I play a sport, I shoot as a sport, um, and that would just take away everyone's sport and everyone's right to do whatever they want. Now, everyone who's against guns brings up the thing from the Constitution, the right to bear arms. Now, what they bring up is, oh, the military had muskets back then, and they didn't have handguns, and they didn't have whatever. Yeah, but um, oh yeah, and they're like, you only need a gun if you're part of the militia and shit like that. But it was set there for a long term. Okay, whether they had handguns, whatever they had fucking cannons back then. You can buy a cannon now. Like, okay. Anyways, I don't want to get mad. But my opinion is that I don't think you need to add any more control. I think maybe some classes, some mandatory classes you need to go to. Before I picked up a gun and shot it, I had to take by my parents. My parents made me do it. I had to take hunter safety class, and that goes through all of the gun safety, where to point the gun, how to point the gun, make sure the gun is never loaded. Treat the gun as if it were loaded. There's a saying, tab plus one, which means treat every firearm as if it were loaded. Always keep your muzzle in a safe direction. Be sure of your target and beyond. And plus one is keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And I feel like if they taught this in schools, or if they had a gun safety thing in school, then more people would follow that. When my grandparents were in school, they were allowed to bring their guns to school every day because they would clean them in the fucking workshop, and they had a shooting range in the fucking basement of the school. So I mean, if they taught more gun safety at school, I feel like scenarios like this wouldn't happen. But maybe if we added a little bit of a gun training thing, or if you're like certified, like I'm hunter safety certified. I'm also coach safety certified, so I can teach someone how to shoot a gun. I can teach someone how to shoot a shotgun. Um, so yeah, I know like I know basically all the safety rules that there is. Um, but people want to do a mental health test, and um, I heard some kid today in class, and they're like, yeah, let's make him do a mental health test every year, once a year." And that would just become so relentless. I mean, my grandpa's fucking 56 and he doesn't shoot anymore. He just can't. Now, yes, I understand the mental health test, and I know that it probably can, but why don't you, instead of banning guns, why don't you make the what's it called? Fuck. Um the fuck me. What's it called? Whatever, I'll come back to it later. But a mental health test is like it would be nice, but um, not everyone's gonna buy a gun. Also, I think a way we can get people more into guns is if we actually take them to a shooting range, because all they see is it on TV. They just say, "Oh my God, that thing can kill someone," and blah blah blah. Guns don't kill people. People, people. Guns do not kill people or anything. The person operating the gun is the person who will kill the thing that will kill the intended target, as I should say. Um. So yeah. Back to what I was saying. Guns, if they fuck, I don't even remember the word anymore. But yeah. Anyways, I'll come back to it again. God damn it. Jesus Christ, been yelling too much at school. Um, but yeah, I'd love to have a debate with someone on this, because so we can come to an understanding. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to take a fucking mental health test every fucking year, once a year. I feel like it would get relentless and I just whatever. But from like scary guns, like I'm gonna put that in quotation, scary guns that aren't scary. Every gun is basically used as a sport. You can use every single gun as a sport. It doesn't matter what it is. I have a kid on my team who does 3-gun, and that's shotgun, rifle, and pistol or handgun. And yeah, those are some pretty big weapons. Automatic weapons, I'm pretty sure are banned unless you're like in a gun range or something like that, like where you go and rent a gun and you shoot like 100 bullets or some shit at a non-moving target. I think that's like the only place that they're legal, and that's because they're in a safe environment and they know the instructors know what they're doing. And if someone tries to whip around and fucking shoot someone real quick, they're in a fucking gun store. That person's gonna get annihilated. One other thing is, to me, this is a joke. To other people, it probably won't be. So if you get offended, I'm sorry. Guns in school, they people say like, oh, why don't we just equip the teachers with guns? Well, then they're gonna need training for that, and then they're gonna need whatever else. But why give the teachers guns? Why don't we just give every single fucking person a gun, every kid a gun? You pick it up in the beginning of the day and you drop it off at the end of the day. I feel like it would cause less school shootings because everyone has a gun. Tommy's got a gun, Billy's got a gun, Ronald over there, he's got a gun. If I wanted to shoot this place up, someone's gonna fucking shoot me. Okay, I'm probably gonna get like the fucking ceiling before I get my head blown off. So like, I do participate in a lot of like gun shows, not gun shows, but like for my team I represent like my gun club and stuff like that at rallies and shit, and everyone there literally has a side piece, like a hip attachment to like their gun. Okay, if there was a shooting there, they'd be down in a second. Okay, maybe like one person gets shot in the knee, and the person who's shooting the gun is gonna go down in 5 minutes. So, not even 5 minutes, probably like a second. So, maybe if we just equipped everyone with a gun, maybe we'd have less shootings. And I think that's why the law in Arizona is you can open carry. People can say it's the most free state because for gun safety, sorry, I have the hiccups. For gun safeties or guns in general, it's the most free state because you can open carry without a license. But I'm pretty sure it can only be a handgun or something like that. Now, a handgun can be anything. I think it's just 9mm and under or some shit. But they do make some pretty fun guns that look like assault rifles, but they're actually considered handguns because of the caliper. Back to what I was saying about guns. Maybe if they raised the fuck me, dude. Jesus Christ. If they raise the what's it called? if they raise the law, basically, if they raise the law on guns, so like let's say, um, right now if you kill someone, it's like I don't know, life in prison or some shit. I don't know. If they raise the whatever it's called, maybe people will stop shooting each other. I don't know. I was watching Tell Flater Mouse, and he was talking about this at the end of his video that Arnold Schwarzenegger banned the 50 caliber in the state of the California because he said that it could shoot down airplanes. Now, if you don't know what a 50 caliber BMG is, it's a giant ass fucking sniper, and it's probably the coolest gun, coolest sniper there is. But Arnold banned them because he said they could shoot down an aircraft. And then the gunsmith started making a new gun that was basically the exact same, but just a smaller caliber, just a little bit faster, a little bit better, the huge. So yeah. Another thing is, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, I want to talk about history again, just a little bit. The Prohibition. If you don't know what the Prohibition was, it's when America banned alcohol because people decided to get drunk and fucking do what they do now when they get drunk, drive cars and be happy and fucking run people over. But they unbanned it because they unbanned it because everyone was drinking alcohol. Such thing as a speakeasy, where you go into a flower shop, but you go into the back and it's a fucking bar. The president was doing it. He had his own liquor cabinet. The government officials were doing it because it's alcohol. You can't ban it. And this is the same thing with weed. You're no matter what, someone's gonna find a way to get it. And I feel like that's what guns are. No matter how many restrictions you put on it, someone is gonna get a gun. I had a friend from Norway. His name was Ronan. I'm pretty sure guns are banned there, but he said that he was sleeping one night and someone threw a grenade through his neighbor's window, and I know I feel bad for anybody who got hurt. I don't think anyone did, but it's fucking hilarious. Who gets a grenade in a like a country where guns are banned and weapons are banned? Where do you get a fucking grenade? And I feel like if we banned guns, it'd be the same way. No matter what, someone's not gonna turn in their gun. Someone's not gonna so they're not just gonna turn in their shit willingly. Okay, that's the government coming after the people, and that's where the militia part comes in, and that's when shit gets hectic. So, all I'm trying to say is I don't think we should ban things over someone else's fault. We shouldn't take something away from someone because someone else did it bad. Like someone's phone's out in class and everyone's phone gets taken away. But how come our phone get taken away even though we weren't even on the phone, but just fucking Billy was? It's shit like that, and I feel like people don't take consideration to everything. Also, like I said before, millennials they've only watched TV. Millennials in my generation, let's just say that, they've only watched TV about guns. They never actually gone to a range and experienced what a gun is like. You shoot a gun once, oh my god, you get a recoil from it. You're shooting a handgun, your fucking hand, if you don't keep your arm straight, it'll hit your fucking face, okay? Shotgun, it can throw you back if you don't have the right stance, stuff like that. So yeah, that's just my part on gun control. I should have another video coming out soon. I don't know when. I just wanted to make this video now because I didn't get an upload in on time. I mean, I did because I'm doing it right now. But yeah. So, I'll see you all later. Have a great day, and I hope you like this video, and I hope the families and everything else are okay from the 2 shootings that happened. And rest to the peace to the people that passed away.